What's up, everybody? It is Jamie Shaw here with the Absolute Basketball Experience. Today's guest, we have JaDun Michael, new Elon Phoenix commitment signee. The ink dried yesterday on the paperwork from the Burlington School. Hometown kid choosing to stay at home. We talk about his process. We talk about being a nationally ranked player with high major offers, high major people wanting him, staying home and going to the local school and putting on for his city. It was a great talk. Very excited about letting you guys listen to it, letting you guys get to know JaDun, as he's an unbelievable person. It was a great interview. Before we get into it, though, I ask that you please subscribe to this podcast. Make sure you click the bell so you get all notifications that are coming forward. And if you enjoy the interview, please be sure to share it across your platforms as well. Also, too, I want you to leave in the comments, eager to hear what you're doing during this coronavirus, what books you're reading. We'd love to have these people see what books are good, what books are reading. Everybody's reading list is expanding during this time. So please drop in the comments what books it is you're reading during this coronavirus time and all that. But without further ado, here is new Elon signee, JaDun Michael, on the Absolute Basketball Experience with Jamie Shaw. Hey, what's up, everybody? It is Jamie Shaw here on the Absolute Basketball Experience. I'm here with newest Elon Phoenix, JaDun Michael. JaDun, congratulations on your commitment and signing and everything. How does it feel today?
It feels good just knowing like I'll be playing at home in front of my family and friends for the most part.
Absolutely. And how big of a factor did that play in your decision? You know, right up the road, hometown hero, all that stuff.
It played a big role just knowing like I can go somewhere where like I'm not just wanted, but I'm also needed. And then like almost every home game I'll be able to look in the stands and see my mom, my dad, my brother, family members, friends. Like that'll be real cool.
That's cool. Before we get too deep into it, though, I wanted to ask, what are you doing during this quarantine? How you staying busy? Like, what video games, music you listen to? What you doing?
I don't play video games, so a lot of it is just like I listen to music or I like work out, like something at home, or I just hang out with people.
Yeah. What workouts you getting in? What's your exercise day look like?
A lot of core and legs. I'm pretty sure for the most part everybody know about my shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
And like my surgery, it got pushed back, so I can't really do much arm stuff. So just a lot of like core and legs and balance and stuff.
I got you. So moving on to your career as a basketball player, just to make sure these people know how uber talented you are, through your 4 years at Burlington School, 8th grade on up, you won 102 games. 102 and 23 was your overall record. What was it like going through that, through that stretch of time, winning so many games?
Like my first year, we were obviously like very good. Like I think it was one point like we looked at like Ball is Life like rankings, like we actually saw ourselves on there.
Mm-hmm.
And like I didn't really like play much, but it was like just like cool, like just seeing like how a team is like supposed to feel, like how a team is supposed to like be, and then just like seeing like the success pay off for that team. And then my second year, I played more, but I feel like I didn't produce as much. We still had Josiah then, and he was like considered like our guy, like our
Mm-hmm.
go-to guy. And we had another player named Micaiah Fox. He was like also a really good player. But then like my junior year is just where like I really began to like just have like more of like a confidence team, like more of a swagger. And I like give a lot of that role to like Coach Will. Like I remember like before I had got my first offer like that summer, it was the same day like we had played in like y'all event
Mm-hmm.
from Hofstra, and like we had talked like a week before, and like he was like, how many like shots you think he should be taking? And I said like 5. Like I'm thinking like 5, that's like 10 points. And then he was like, no, like that's way too like less. And then like he just like instilled in me like a confidence, and ever since then like I've just been like evolving like from like what everybody can see.
Yeah, Will was always a huge advocate for you, even before you blew up and everybody knew your name. He's like, Jaden's going to be next, and he was
Mhm.
always big for you there. How much would you say winning is ingrained within your mentality?
Um, it's a like it means a lot because like I feel like you can score all the points in the world, but like if you're on a losing team, like your averages they don't mean as much because
Mhm.
like it's like dang like you're doing all this, but like y'all are still winning. So like, are you really like something like we like need if like you can do all this but you can't win? I
Mhm.
feel like most coaches or anything like you're gonna be looked at as at the amount as you win than amount than you your averages.
So, and then finally, y'all go your first 3 years, 31 wins, 22 wins, 24 wins. You only lose 12 games within those 3 years. And this last year, finally, the Burlington School is not under the radar. Everybody this year knew who the Burlington School was. Y'all got everybody's best. Y'all had video cameras at every game, and you still make it to the state championship game. What was this year like for you to be, you know, the hunted as opposed to the hunter?
Mm, it was most definitely like different because like there'd be games like where people would come in knowing me and like I'm just like I never even seen you a day in my life.
Yeah.
And like it was just like different because like you feel like me, like I have like a confidence in myself. Like I easily feel like I could at any time like just break off the play and just say like, oh, like I'm about to kill you. But like you got to do what's best for the team. So like of course like the person who's guarding you, like he's gonna be talking to you and stuff. But in order to win, you got to play as a team, and that's just what I had to do.
Absolutely. And then you had a decision to make. You were limbering between what class to come out in and all that, the 21 class, 20 class, and everything. And when you first committed to Wichita State, you decided to come out as a 20. What all went into that decision, 21 or 20?
Um, just really, but like I felt I was like
Mm-hmm.
there'd be times where like I can honestly say like I was playing and like I was like bored, I guess you could say like it wasn't like it was like easy, like
Mm-hmm.
honestly, like it was like it just felt like easier than it should have felt, and then like everybody knows like if you come to like our open gyms, especially like in the summer, like there's a lot of college guys there, and just from all levels, and like actually like seeing that like okay like I'm playing against like these college guys in our open gym. Like I'm still able to like produce, and then like going to Elon's like open gym and playing with the actual college team, and I'm still able to produce at a very high level. It's like okay, like why like why wait an extra year when you can just go ahead and go.
Yeah, no doubt. And when you decommitted from Wichita State right around the coronavirus time, um, and ended up choosing Elon, how crazy was it for you recruitment wise, or how many calls and how crazy was it when you opened things back up?
It was crazy, like because it I was like it's not just coaches, like it's also media. So
Mhm.
it's a lot of people like reaching out to you at one time, and like me, like I'm not like I try to like get back to everybody, but like it gets to a certain point to where like it's actually like it's hard, like
Yeah.
it's hard to say like I'm gonna talk to every single body because like it's so much people reaching out, and it's not just coaches, like it's also like the media people. So like it was just crazy. I heard from like a lot of schools and then like a lot of people like just asking for like interviews and stuff like that, and like I tried my best to take care of all of it.
Yeah, and you do it great. Very personable, well-spoken kid, and do an awesome job with it. How'd that feel though? I mean, it's pretty cool to be like, yeah, everybody wanting you, everybody wanting. It's kind of neat.
Yeah, I mean like you for sure like feel like good because like you feel like all eyes are on you in a way, and like everybody just waiting to see like where you going to school,
Mhm.
or like it's a cool feeling, but like it's at like one point like it gets annoying sometimes. Like, I'm not gonna lie, cause like you could be asleep and you'll get a call, and
Yep.
you just like dang, like it's so early, like but like you just gotta like fix your voice, like make it seem like you done been up.
Oh yeah, yeah. How you doing? Yeah, that's how I used to be when I was in college with my dad. My dad would call me early in the morning to make sure I'm up for class. I'm like, nah, yeah, I've been up for an hour. I'm just here jumping up out of bed. um, so you chose Elon. You chose to stay at home and everything. What was it about Elon that just really said this is where I want to spend my next 4 years?
Their staff, honestly. Mark Adams, who he works with a lot of pros. Um, Coach Stragi, his resume it's very appealing. Duke, Ohio State, his resume is very appealing. And then I honestly, I had a conversation with Coach Payne, and he told me he graduated from Auburn in 2014.
Mm-hmm.
He told me his final three was VCU, Akron, and Auburn. And he said that was the time. I think his name was like Shaka Smart. He was at VCU, and he came and visited him like 7 times in the spring, and like everybody that's like a lot for like a coach.
Yeah.
And then he chose Auburn though, and like when like trying to pick his school, like he would tell himself, well, Auburn got football. But like as he looked back at it, he like, bro, like I don't even play football, so why do I care if they have football? Like he basically picked it because of the name, and like, he was just telling me like, don't get me wrong, like I met my wife there, like I had a good time at Auburn, but as far as productivity, like I probably would have been way more productive at VCU because they didn't have it like that conference, like they didn't have as many guys like me. But when I went to Auburn, everybody was like me.
Yeah.
And like he basically just told me like it's one thing like to go to a big time school, but it's another thing to go to like a mid-major school and be able to produce. And like I always feel like if you can hoop, like people are gonna know who you are. And like I'm like very confident in my abilities, and just knowing that like they all preach to me like they don't have anyone like me. There's not much people like me in their conference, and like they truly do feel that like I can achieve my dream going there. And then just like Mark Adams, like I'll be able to work with him every single day, who works with like Brandon Ingram and people like him. So like I just felt like it was just like a win-win situation.
And then you yourself looking introspectively, how do you see, what type of player do you see yourself as at the next level?
I feel like I'd be a really good two-way player.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I'd be the guy that, guard the other team best player, but I also feel like I'm gonna be also like the go-to guy offensively. Like, like it's like we went a while without scoring, like draw me something up in like the mid post area and just like let me work out of the triple threat. And like I feel like I'd be successful on both sides of the ball.
I got you. And we know that you're a big family person and all that kind of stuff. We touched on it a little bit earlier, but how big of a role did staying close to home, staying close to your family and friends and stuff, how big of a role did that play in your decision with Elon?
I try to not let it play like a big role, cause like me personally, I felt like if I was like choosing like the decisions for like my family or my friends, like I wouldn't much want to go there for me. I want to like go there for them. And at the end of the day, like I'm gonna be the one they have to be on the campus every day, and having to do the school work and having to go to the workouts and practices. So I just really like let it be my decision. Like of course, like I like listen to what my parents had to say as far as like what they think I should do, but I didn't really like have it play much of a role as to like, oh, like I'm gonna be close to my parents or anything like that.
That's good. Anything wrapping up here? Anything final you'd like to say to Elon Nation? Let the fans know what's coming in, what to look out for, anything like that.
All I can really say is that I really do plan on like help putting the team on a map. Like I've lived in Burlington like my whole life, and I can't really even remember a time where I've heard people say like do you want to go to the Elon game, or let's go to the Elon game, or something like that. Like they rather like sit on their couch and watch like a team that lives way farther than actually go to a college game that's like right up the road. And like I just want to change that. And also like just like for the city in general, like I feel like if like I come in and do what I know I can do, it also just like help like bring like the city more together and just make it just somewhere like where it's just a lot of like good energy and like just a lot of love shared through basketball.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And you're the one to do it, man. I was very excited to get with you and to get you on this. I wanted everybody to hear. I think it's a good story. You putting the city on your back and staying home and doing all that, man. It's admirable, and I can't express to you how excited I am to see what you do for these next 4 years.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
JaDun, thank you for joining us on the Absolute Basketball Experience. I'm Jamie Shaw, JaDun Michael. Thank y'all for listening.
Thank you.
And there you have it. JaDun Michael, new Elon signee, hometown boy staying home on the Absolute Basketball Experience with Jamie Shaw. Thank you very much, JaDun. That was an unbelievable message you sent. Great interview. Great tidbits in there as we kind of peeled back the layers of your decision and your process and all of that. Looking forward to your career. If you haven't already, please, guys, make sure that you subscribe to the channel. Click the bell so that you get the notifications. Whenever new content's going up, we're going to have the new content coming up all the time. And if you liked the interview, if you enjoyed what JaDun had to say, please be sure to share it across your platforms as well. We would very much welcome that and appreciate that. In the meantime, drop in the comments people who you'd like to hear next. What person you'd like to interview, what interviews you'd like to hear, and all that kind of stuff. Please don't hesitate. Let us know. Drop it in the comments below. But until next time, guys, for JaDun Michael, I am Jamie Shaw on the Absolute Basketball Experience. Thank you guys very much.